All right, here we go. So, you can tell I'm getting a little older. Got gray in here, growing out a little bit. Look at that. I'm looking at my dad, my grandpa right now. That's sad. I'm gonna have to shave this off. I'm gonna get all clean. I'm gonna shave my face. I didn't shave today. I don't usually have that there. I probably look a little weird. Maybe look a little more rough than I normally do. But I want to talk about something right now. I don't make very many videos, and I've actually been kind of not wanting to make HVAC videos. It seems kind of lame anymore. You guys can find anything on the internet. My stuff's not groundbreaking. I'm gonna go install a heat pump in a house. Show you how to braze a line set, show you how to maybe connect some flex duct. Whoop-de-doo. It's not that cool anymore. If you don't know how to connect a piece of duct, don't watch my videos for that. You can find all kinds of shit to give you the knowledge to install ductwork, whether it be metal duct or flex duct or whatever the fuck it may be. I just want to talk about this artificial intelligence crap, and it's taking things over. So when somebody meaning a builder or somebody out of the blue that's trying to build a house and wants to get heat loss gain calculations, get a design, figure out how they're going to get their house built, figure out how they're going to get their HVAC system done. And in Oregon, it really sucks because we have to do all this extra shit. So I'm telling you, it's really easy, actually. I can go on Chat GPT and I can punch in Oregon codes, tell me what I need to do for HVAC. Here's the floor plans. I got upstairs, downstairs. I got the utility closet right here that has the HVAC system in it. And it'll put me together a complete plan. Now, here's the thing with AI, and you guys probably know if you ever done AI, I have to watch it. So it's only as good as the information that you give it, right? So it messes up all kinds of stuff. So you guys don't know, I'm about 2.5 books in to my 3-book series on my sci-fi stuff, and it's all mine. It's all my words. I didn't do AI shit where they fill it in. I got to redo a lot of the first book to make it my own words, because I got lazy on the first one, but the second one is entirely my words. I spent days and days typing the stuff out. And my third one, I'm about at chapter 9 or 10, I think. It's all my words. All they do is fix the punctuation and make sure the structure's good. But anyway, not talking about my writing. So, what was I talking about? Oh, about the structure of HVAC. So, it's really easy to put a proposal together for people. AI will do it, but you have to teach it, right? You have to give it, you gotta string it along, kind of like your kids, right? I got a 5-year-old daughter. I have to string her along and make sure that she doesn't lose her way. But if you do it right, AI will actually put together a full HVAC calculation, heat loss gain calculation. It'll actually write a letter to the customer telling them why your price is what it is. Probably losing you now. But, if you give it the right data, it'll do okay. And then but you're going to have to work on it. So let's say I have my old WriteSoft program, and I put that in. I can do that quicker, but it's kind of fun to mess with the AI. And you see all this stuff out there, right, where guys are talking to the AI and it doesn't really know how to interpret things. But if you give it the right data, it'll eventually come up with something really great. So a few weeks ago, I gave a customer a really great proposal, and it was all based off Chat GPT and AI. But it was my data. It was really good. It was really good. And she just said I was too expensive, and that's fine. They can do that. But I know, based off the data that I gave Chat GPT, the AI, that my data was good. I checked it, and you have to check it because it makes a lot of mistakes. And I would have gave her the perfect system, but it's just too expensive, and nobody wants the perfect system in HVAC. They want the cheapest. They want, how quick can you get it done, right? My labor is probably too much. The duct system was probably too much. My equipment was probably too much. Whatever it may be. I gave this guy a quote for a system. Give this guy a quote for a system today, and I was about $67,000. $67,000. But it's a high custom home. It's a $2.5 million home, man, up on the hill. They got a 360 view of the mountains here in Oregon. I mean, they have everything. They're rich people. They probably sold a home in California, double what this home is going to cost them in Oregon, and they don't want to pay it. You know why? Because they're scum suckers. And I gave him the perfect system, and he told me that a guy gave him a price for $24,000 for this HVAC system. I don't fucking believe him. I don't believe him. There's no way. There's no goddamn way that he got an HVAC system for $24,000 in this home. There's just no way. Hire me. I'll make sure it's done right. I did all the engineering, all the calculations. I'll do a duct blaster test when I'm done. It'll be sealed good. It'll work well. But you don't want to pay me. And that's just the way it is in this world, man. The people that want quality, that do quality work, are the ones getting the shaft. And it's those piece of shit losers. Those piece of shit losers that get the work. I know the guys in my town that do it. And they can fuck off. They can go fuck off. Yeah, I know. I need a fucking haircut. I get it. Look, I'm getting old, dude. I'm pushing 50. What do you want from me? But all I'm going to say is, us old guys out there, I've been doing this for 31 years. I know how to design HVAC systems. I know how to design the ductwork. I know how to make your house perfect. Because over here, you have to have conditioned space ducts. You need to have ERVs to just, make sure you got fresh air into them. I'm sure you guys do it in your state too. But nobody wants to pay for it, man. And I'm not going to do new construction or custom homes. I'm going to stick with my replacement jobs. I'm going to look at the minimum, give you the best price I can, and try to do the best I can for you. And most people just don't appreciate it anymore. They just want to see the low price. And the low price is crap. It's fucking crap, man. It's a crap job. You want a crap job? I'm not your guy. You want a good job? I'm your guy. But the problem is, these people don't want a good job. They want the cheapest. They want somebody that's going to come in. They don't care if Beaver and Butthead, okay, so a big company will come in. They want Beaver and Butthead to come in. These guys that make $30 an hour. Whoop-de-doo. And that's the problem. These guys that make $30 an hour come in, and then they decide they're going to open up their own business. And they think $60 an hour is good. No, $60 an hour isn't good. Here's the real deal, man. I bid this job at $67,000, and he told me that somebody bid it at $24,000. My parts were $25,000. How the hell do you do that? I don't know. Go fuck yourself, man. You need to fucking get a fucking grip. Those contractors need to get a grip. It's not a fucking race to the bottom. It's not. who can do it the cheapest. It's who can do it the best. And there's a reason why I go in after these homes are built and I fix it. I make sure they're comfortable. They're not. They don't give a shit about you. They just want to do it as cheap as they can. These fucking builders around here suck. All they want to do is get the highest profit margin they can and screw over the subcontractors. And you know what? Go fuck yourself. I'm out.